All right, let me ask you something. If an old woman came into your job, literally begging you for help, and all you had to do was say yes, you would help her, right? Yeah, that's exactly what she thought too. And 3 days later, she was being dragged to hell. And honestly, that was the worst decision Christine could have possibly ever made. Hello, boys and girls, witches and vampires, goblins and ghouls, and welcome to the nightmare. Welcome back to Don't Mess with Jess. Today we're talking about one of the most weirdly chaotic, disgusting, and fun horror films ever made, Drag Me to Hell from 2009. Directed by Sam Raimi, the same man behind Spider-Man and Evil Dead. Now here's something a lot of people don't even know. The script was not new. Sam Raimi actually wrote it with his brother Ivan Raimi back in the early 90s, right after Army of Darkness. But instead of making it straight away, he went on to go and do some other projects, including the Spider-Man trilogy. And this script just sat here for nearly 17 years. So when he finally came back to horror, this was his return. And it paid off. The film grossed $80 million worldwide, which was a huge success for this horror film. But more importantly, it proved something. You don't need an R rating to make something absolutely disgusting. And trust me, this film is absolutely disgusting. The story follows Christine Brown, played by Alison Lohman. She's a loan officer trying to impress her boss and secure a big promotion. And then she makes the absolute worst decision of her entire life. An old woman, Mrs. Ganush, comes in begging for more time on her mortgage. Christine has a choice: help her or prove she can make a big, tough decision. She says no. And yeah, that's the moment her life is completely over. Because Mrs. Ganush doesn't take rejection very well, she places an old Hungarian curse on Christine. The curse translates to "shall the devil fly into you." It attaches itself to a button from Christine's very own coat. And from that moment on, she has 3 days for the curse to take its final form. 3 days of torment before the demon, the Lamia, drags her straight to hell. Now this is where Sam Raimi goes full on Sam Raimi. Instead of using CGI, he used practical effects whenever possible, which means maggots, worms, and a ridiculous amount of disgusting bodily fluid. That infamous scene where Christine gets covered, those were real maggots. And Alison Lohman did almost all of the stunts herself, including that absolute brutal scene in the car in the parking garage with Mrs. Ganush. Honestly, she was an absolute trooper in this film. One of the wildest scenes in this film is the seance scene inside the old California mansion. They try to trap a demon inside the goat. And yes, that goat is part real, but for the more brutal scenes, it is an animatronic as well. For the calmer shots, they actually used a real trained goat. But for the violent possessed moments, they use a fully mechanical version. And it makes the whole thing feel even more unsettling. Now let's talk about the ending, because this is where the whole film really delivers. Christine spends time towards the end of the movie trying to get rid of the curse by passing the cursed object, the button, onto someone else. And Christine believes that she succeeded in doing this after trying to give it to Mrs. Ganush herself, after digging her up in her own grave and shoving it in her mouth. Then she's at the train station with her boyfriend, attempting to start her new life. And then she realizes she gave away the wrong thing. Instead, she gave away the coin that she gave to her boyfriend, Justin Long, and got them mixed up in the envelopes, and everything just completely falls apart for Christine when she makes this realization while standing at the train stop. The cursed object, the button, is still hers. And just like that, the ground opens and Christine is dragged straight to hell. Unlike most horror films where the final girl makes it to the end, Sam Raimi made sure that this did not happen. And just like the title, Drag Me to Hell, Christine absolutely gets completely dragged to hell. Drag Me to Hell is everything horror should be. It's chaotic, disgusting, funny, and genuinely creepy. It mixes humor with heart in a way that only Sam Raimi really can. And that ending, it's not a twist, it's a promise. So let me ask you, would you have helped Mrs. Ganush? Or would you have said no and taken the promotion? Please let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to please like and subscribe. And remember, don't mess with curses, and definitely don't mess with Jess. Until next time, I'll see you in the shadows. Bye-bye.
Bye, everyone. It's been fun.
No.
No! No!